We are live. Welcome, everybody, to such an amazing evening because I get to announce our favorite and our best breathwork coach who has been with us since the beginning, Saran. And let me go into this woman's bio. But firstly, thank you, Saran, so much for joining us tonight and for taking us through one of the most important elements of breath. Like, breath is so important in our fitness game, in our life, when it comes to decreasing stress and anxiety, and just going through a basic tool that we know we can utilize in the office, in the workplace, and no matter where we are. So thank you for this, and we really appreciate your time.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for the introduction, Megan. I'm super excited to be here. And yeah, hello, everyone. We're going to get straight into it. I've created...
Can I just tell your background first? Sorry.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Sorry, Saran. So Saran is a breathwork and meditation facilitator. She's a wellness coach, personal trainer, yoga teacher, body worker, and healer. And she actually just worked with two of our amazing clients from Yatla, Jared and Zoe, which had some amazing, profound effects in their breathwork session. So thank you so much for that, Saran, which they won at the end of their 8-week wellness mastery. She has worked in the health and fitness industry for the past 10 years. I know, looking at her, you wouldn't believe she's worked that long in the industry, since she's been walking, everybody, and has studied various tools and modalities. Throughout her own health and self-love journey, having experienced chronic anxiety, panic disorder, binge eating, and sexual trauma, it was breath work that was the catalyst for her inner healing. She's extremely passionate about spreading the word and the message of self-love by weaving together the different modalities that she has studied and practiced over the last 10 years to really create an empowering experience for all of her clients. By combining movement, breathwork, and healing with her own unique style of facilitation and mentoring, allows anyone who works with her to experience a safe and supported environment, which is definitely one that you've done for all of the clients that we've had with WellCorp at Vulcan. And she really does allow people to cultivate and dive deeper into connection of trust within their own bodies and create an environment for healing to take place and return to love. So that is Saran in a nutshell. We're so excited to have you on. I know we only have 20 minutes and I took up a bit of your time there, but don't worry, you can still, go 15, 20 minutes. And thank you so much, Saran. We've got some people joining us live on Facebook. If we get any questions, I'll let you know at the end. And take it away. Thank you, Saran.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Megan. And yeah, sorry to cut you off before, but thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. You've just covered all bases. So I'm super excited to be here, guys, and I'm just going to get straight into it because I really want to make the most of all of this time to give you guys some really key foundational tools that I believe are going to really support you on your health, your wellness, and your weight loss journey. So what I've done here is I've created a slide, and yeah, super excited to jump straight into it. So the name of today's workshop or webinar is Foundational Breathwork Tools to Enhance Your Weight Loss Journey. And breathwork for me has been the pillar, the key that I've really weaved into all of my clients' journeys. Having been a personal trainer for 11 years, as we know, breath is the first thing that we ever do when we're born, and it's the last thing that we do before we die. So I really do believe that when we start to understand and harness the power of our breath, breathing can become the greatest pleasure in our life. So an overview, Megan has gone into a big part of my journey. My why has been purely the breath has supported me in overcoming so many challenges in my life. And what we're going to be covering is identifying what your current breathwork pattern is. Are you breathing in your chest? Are you breathing in your belly? I'm going to touch base in that and explain exactly how to identify how you're currently breathing and how you can really shift the way you breathe to shift the weight and also shift your state. And what I mean by that is transforming the way that you feel in each and every moment, going from fight or flight, anxiety, stress, into a more peaceful, calmer state of mind. I'm also going to be talking about the power of less is more, and how this can just flow into all areas of our health, our well-being, and basically everything in our life. Less is more. And this is about learning how to become more present with life through harnessing the power of our breath. And I'm going to be touching base on how to create effective eating habits and super easy, tangible steps that you get to implement now. So I'm all about the action. So yeah, brief about my journey. I've been running Connect Through Breath events for the last 1.5 years. Love bringing people together, and it's all about that connection, not only to ourselves, but also to connecting with the people in our workforce a lot more as well, connecting with our body when we're training. And how we can do that is harnessing our breath. So what I'm going to be speaking about today is a few different styles of breath work, really going to be focusing on the nasal breathing, mindful breathing, and introducing super healthy habits into our lifestyle. So, what is your current state of breathing? What do I mean by this? I love to present in a way that's going to be super tangible and that you get to take something home from this. And I also like to encourage you who's watching or watching the replay to get involved. So from the get-go, I love to drop us into our body with actually understanding what it feels like to breathe. And we can all be like, yeah, I know how to breathe. I do it every day. But why it's called breath work is because it's really an invitation, hey, Amy, to start to make the breath work for us. And this is where you may have heard of different styles of conscious connected breathing. So as you would have seen on the screen, there is chest breathing versus belly breathing. Chest breathing is actually when we're accessing the sympathetic nervous system. This is our fight or flight response. It's incredible for us to get energized. It's also a survival response. And what can happen is majority of society are majority chest breathers. The second is the belly breath. Ideally, we want to be breathing into the belly, or at least into the diaphragm, which is located directly underneath the rib cage. Belly breathing is when we're starting to access the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, how this leads into our weight loss journey and really accessing overall health and well-being is our parasympathetic nervous system means that we are in a rest and digest state, which means that our food is able to digest. It means that we're calm, we're able to respond to life. Super simple. And I'm just, yep, Megan's muted. We're going to keep it super simple. And before I get into the next 3 breaths, I want to see how you are currently breathing. So what we want to do is we want to place your left hand on your chest and your right hand on your belly. Close your eyes if you want to. And I just want you to simply take a few deep breaths. Don't worry about what you look like. Just take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just do 2 more of these. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now, this last breath that you take, I want you to bring your awareness to your top hand and your bottom hand. Does your top hand raise first when you inhale, or does your bottom hand raise first when you inhale? You may need to take a few more breaths. This is a super simple identifying tool in realizing how your natural or your regular state of breathing is. Now, if you notice that your chest was raising first, great. If you notice that your belly was raising first, great. The first step to change is creating awareness. So if you are chest breathing, there may be a possibility that there's a little bit of stress, or we've just had a really big day. And it can also be the way that we have been conditioned to breathe, because nobody really teaches us how to take a deep calming breath unless we have a regular yoga practice or practice a lot of different meditation. Now, if we are belly breathing, this is amazing. Okay, this is really allowing us to access that parasympathetic state. Now on this next slide, we're going to, as I said before, keep it super simple. And I'm going to start to share with you over these next 10 minutes some really super simple, tangible breathing exercises that you can do throughout your day, as soon as you wake up in the morning, at lunchtime at work, when you get home, that takes no more than a couple of minutes. That's going to really support your health and wellness journey in shifting the weight, because knowing that we tend to gain weight or put weight on when we can start to overeat. And overeating can sometimes be a repercussion of a stressful internal world. Now, how do we start to de-stress? By taking a few deep mindful breaths and allowing our whole body to start to access a greater peace of mind. And it's super simple, guys. This has been one of the biggest things for me and the biggest things for all of my clients in their weight loss journey, and just really allowing them to access such a greater peace of mind and also living life from a more harmonious, happy, centered state. So belly breathing, it's good for you. Give belly breathing a go to calm your mind and body. From here, it's really important that I teach you how to start to breathe into your belly, because this can be quite challenging. I remember one of my clients a few years ago, I taught her how to belly breathe, and she said, "Oh my God, Saran, that honestly feels like it's the first time I've ever taken a deep breath." And it just really reminded me how important it is to inform everyone in the power of breathing into our belly. So we want to place one hand on our chest, other hand on our belly, just like we did before. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4 seconds, making sure your belly is expanding before your ribs. So this is where we start to use the power of our mind and our visualization. We want to breathe into our hands, right? We want to breathe into the hand that's on the belly. And you can kind of force the belly out. If it's challenging, it might feel a bit weird. You might feel a bit gassy. This is all totally normal, because a lot of the time we've never actually breathed into our belly or our diaphragm. So it's gonna take a little bit to make this the new normal. Continue this breathing cycle for a few minutes, and you will naturally start to feel the stress leave your body while your mind becomes calm. Now, a quick tip that I did here is what the first thing that I actually did to start to support myself in breathing into my belly was I set an alarm on my phone. I set an alarm on my phone for 4 times across the state of the day, and the trigger word was breathe. And that was where I started to do my centering breath. So here are some benefits of the belly and mindful breathing. Relieves emotional distress, elevates your mood. Breathing increases pleasure-inducing chemicals. Now, we all want some more pleasure in our life. So this is where we come into understanding that it's allowing our nervous system to really support our day-to-day life. It's going to allow our food to digest, and it's supporting our overall state of mental well-being as well. So there's 3 really simple breaths that I want to teach you guys tonight. The first one is the centering breath. Now, as we can see on the screen, it's super simple. A lot of our minds are like, it has to be more than this. Like, it's so funny, you know, we go to search for more challenges in our life instead of just coming back to the simplicities. I'm all about keeping things simple, especially when we're already working in a quite stressful environment. We want tangible tools that are going to support our overall health. Why? Big Health Week is here to really support you guys. So the centering breath on your belly, great. If not, I'm going to place your hand back on your belly, guys, and I'm going to count you in. You're going to inhale through your nose into your hand on your belly for 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to exhale through your mouth for 2, 3, 4. You're going to inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to exhale through your mouth for 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do one more. Inhale through your nose into your belly for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale through your mouth for 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes and just notice how you feel. you may not feel any different. You may feel slightly calmer. Your vision may have heightened. What we're doing is when we breathe in through our nose, we're triggering our parasympathetic nervous system. When we're exhaling through our mouth, it's sending us to our brain and our body that it's safe to release, it's safe to relax. This is our first breath. Second breath is the reset breath. I really love to use this in situations when I used to be stuck in traffic, and that would heighten my stress. If I had a deadline for a project that I needed to get done right before I was going to do a meeting, something that, heightens that anxiety or that excitable state in our body. Reset breath is we want to inhale for 3 seconds through the nose, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 6. So we're going to do this together now. Hand on your belly, close down your eyes. We're going to inhale through the nose into the belly for 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the mouth. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. So what this does is when our exhale is longer than our inhale, it starts to release more carbon dioxide from the body, which is going to allow the body to start to relax into a deeper state. The last breath that I want to teach you guys today is called the box breath. This is really popular in the breathwork industry, the mindfulness industry. You may have heard of it before. There's a few different ways that some people teach it. I like to teach it super simple. It's 4, 4, 4, 4. Really easy. Now, this is a total grounding exercise that can be used in all situations. I personally like to do this one before I go to sleep. Now, all of these tools are allowing our nervous system to start to relax, which is going to allow us to tap into the rest and digest state, which then allows the food that we eat to be digested and absorbed in a more relaxed, calming state, which is going to allow us to be more present with the food that we're eating. Now, this is how it all correlates with really supporting us on our weight loss journey. So with the box breathing, we're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. I'm going to guide us through 1 round, and then there's a couple more things that I want to show you guys, and then we'll be done for the evening. So closing down your eyes, hand on your belly, really focusing on breathing into the bottom of the belly, allowing the breath to expand, okay? We're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Beautiful. And open your eyes. So just notice how you're feeling. And this is leading into creating effective eating habits. So why I got you to do the breathing exercises first is because it's going to allow you to experience that shift in state, which can then support us in shifting the weight, right? So these breathing exercises, you can do one or all of them before you sit down and have a meal. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to become aware of the food that's in front of you. It's going to allow your digestion to start to be in an optimized state to really take in all the nourishing and the nutrients of the food. Okay, so something to take home today, if anything, is do a centering breath before you eat and just notice how your digestion is going to start to really absorb the food. You may notice less bloating as well. So let's breathe. We've already breathed and I'm just noticing the time. So if you want to breathe some more, please continue to do your centering breath for the remainder of this webinar. However, the 3 key breaths that you can take home today is the centering breath, which is inhale for 4, exhale for 4, through the nose, out through the mouth. The second one is the reset breath. Inhale for 3, hold for 4, exhale for 6. And the last one is the box breath. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. And what I want to leave you guys with today is a couple of key takeaways. The breath is your medicine, and your body knows what is best for you. And for us to tap into the body's wisdom is to allow ourselves to tap into the breath. It is seriously so simple, and I can talk about it for hours. Keep it simple, guys. It is a daily practice, and it's going to take time. It's going to take an alarm, possibly 4 times a day. I needed this to support me in teaching my body how to actually breathe into my belly. And this is honestly one of the catalysts that changed my whole life, from experiencing daily panic attacks where I couldn't leave the house to now teaching other people how to enhance your weight loss journey through harnessing the power of your breath. So what now? Action. What's one thing you are committed to implementing moving forward today? Type it in the comments below on the Facebook group. I'm going to be jumping off this and checking in on everyone, and answering any questions if they've come through. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope and trust that you got away exactly what you needed to really support your health and wellness journey. And I'm here for any questions that you may have.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Saran.
Hand it back over to Megan, and see if there's any questions that are popping around in the live. Otherwise, we will finish it off there.
Thank you so much. Thank you, lovely. That was amazing. I feel centered already. So, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Also really loved what we're going to do before we eat next, and taking that awesome centering breath. Love that. So thank you. And thank you guys for joining us. Have a great night. So much gratitude, and thanks, Amy, for joining us over there. And we will see you guys tomorrow for Be Well Week. Take care. Have a great night. Make sure you tune in.